Coming around anterior here, we've got the collarbone right here. The collarbone is known as the clavicle. Okay, the clavicle. All right, attached to the clavicle on the posterior side is the shoulder blade. The shoulder blade is the scapula. Okay, there is a bony landmark on the scapula that you need to know. It's the top ridge right here or here, and it is the spine of the scapula. The spine of the scapula. Okay? Coming around to the anterior side, the front side here, attached to the other side of the clavicle is the breastbone. Okay, the breastbone is known as the sternum. Okay, the sternum, right here. Attached to the sternum are the ribs. Okay, through cartilage here, there are 12 pair of ribs. Okay, 12 pair. 2 of which are floating. Okay, so 10 pair that are actually attached to the sternum from the vertebrae coming around to the sternum, and 2 pair that are floating that don't come to the sternum, are just attached to the vertebrae on the back. Okay, those are floating ribs. There are 2 pair, 10 pair that are attached, 12 pairs of ribs total. The coloring book is another resource that you're going to use to learn the anatomy for circulatory massage. Here are the specific pages that you need to go over for this section. On page 28, you have 12 pair of ribs, 2 of them floating, and the sternum. On page 29, you have the clavicle and scapula. On page 19, also shows the ribs. The name for the collarbone is the clavicle. The breastbone is the sternum. The shoulder blade is the scapula. The superior ridge of the shoulder blade is the spine of scapula. There are 12 ribs total, 2 of which are floating. At Healing Hands, we have created this practice guide to help you learn the anatomy for the circulatory class. It is available for download in the Study Resources section of this page. Keep in mind that this is a new language, and just like learning a musical instrument, the more you practice, the more fluent you are. There is space for you to write the answer for each part of anatomy that you need to learn. Remember, write it down, copy it, and copy it again.